What is up, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Talking with Todd. My name is CJ Pearson. I'm joined today, as always, by Dr. Todd Hernandez, president of Northwest State Community College. How you doing today, Todd?
I'm doing pretty well.
Super cool. Well, it is really the end of the term. You know, by the time this is coming out, it will be finals week. It's going to be a stressful, heavy week of work for a lot of learners, and kind of a refresh for some learners who might have some stuff done. But we'll talk about that a little bit later here in the episode. First thing is, as we're recording this, last week was the scholarship night. And we had tons of learners receive scholarships.
Yeah, it was such a wonderful event, and there's so much work that goes into that event. So thank you to the staff and faculty and volunteers at all that go put time and effort and energy. And but it was an amazing evening. We handed out almost $800,000 in scholarship money to the learners there that night. And then one of my favorite things is after the kind of program, we get to get some free food, but the learners meet and sit down with donors and really get to create that connection. And so I spent probably 20 or 30 minutes just kind of walking around to the different tables and meeting the different donors and the learners that are getting it. It's a high energy, lot of fun kind of event.
Yeah, it's super fun. I know when I was a learner here, that was one of my favorite things every year. Not only was it like a representation of my education being partially paid for, which was honestly probably the best part, but yeah. I got to sit down and like say thank you to the people who were making it possible. And I mean, that was something that I think I'll kind of always remember. Yeah, and the student speaker, her story, it's so, you know, what a courageous learner and just a wonderful young lady. But it reminds all of us why we're here, right? It's like we want to support our learners so that they can improve their life. Yeah, it's good stuff. And I mean, this year we gave over $800,000 away in scholarships, and that was, I mean, that's a ridiculously large number compared to a lot of other foundations and institutions around the country. Well, it's a huge number for an institution our size, for sure. Yeah, it's a cool thing. I mean, if you missed this year, you missed the opportunity to get a scholarship this year, and you're going to still be a learner next year, highly suggest. Certainly, yeah. You could go to the website and check out. There's just applications and everything on there. So yep. Yeah, so that's cool. It's really awesome. Learners are going to be going into next year with some of and sometimes all of their education paid for here at Northwest State. But speaking of next semester, it's time to sign up for fall classes. Yeah, so if you're enrolled in the spring classes, obviously there's summer classes, so don't forget about the summer term. But before you leave for the spring term, go see your advisor, get registered for your fall classes. That way it's out of the way. You don't have to worry about it, and you'll be ready to go start in the fall. Yeah, super exciting stuff. You got to do a pretty cool event this last week. You got to do pizza with the president here at Northwest State. Yeah, so something we did a couple of weeks ago, and then again did yesterday is just pizza with the learners. All we ask is that the learners come and we give them free pizza, and then I ask them how things are going. Like, what are we doing well at Northwest State? What can we work on? And yesterday it was almost 50 learners came, and they devoured 10 large pizzas and got a lot of good feedback. Yeah, super cool. I know you heard one particular story that we were talking about before the show about a student really getting put on the right path here at Northwest State. Yeah, so many of the learners, when I asked them, you know, what do you like about Northwest State, or what's your experience been like at Northwest State? It's like we love our staff, we love the staff and faculty, we love the small class sizes. And I had one learner tell me they're finishing up their mechanical engineering degree with Northwest State, and they're transferring to the University of Toledo in the fall because they want to get their bachelor's. But this individual told me that they are not sure that they could have been successful if they had started at a larger university. So they're so grateful that they were able to come to a small institution, get that personal touch, knows his instructors very well, and he feels very confident and comfortable and excited about his opportunity at the next level. So as we wind down the term here, going into the next couple of weeks with finals and commencement, we've got some little things to talk about commencement this spring of 2023.
Yeah, so for the first time, the commencement is going to not be held on our campus. It's going to be at Founders Hall in Archbold, and that's really, the learners have an opportunity to bring more people to the graduation because there's more space. So yeah, we're excited about that.
Yeah, and that's Founders Hall here in Archbold, and I know there's some information about that on the website, so we can, if you need any information about that, you can find it there.
Certainly.
But well, Todd, do we have anything else we need to talk about today?
I just want to mention that the designs for the Building B renovation and the Van Wert renovation, our new campus in Van Wert, are just about complete. We're going to be reviewing them with the Board of Trustees tomorrow at a board meeting, and then we'll do one more last round of dotting the I's and crossing the T's, and then we'll get those designs out so the campus can see what we're going to be looking like.
Yeah, that's super cool. I'm excited to see those.
Yeah, it's been overdue for B building, right? We were going to renovate that before even COVID started, and it needs refreshed.
Yeah, it'll be good. It'll be good. I know we've been hearing about rumblings about that for the last several years, so I'm excited to see what it looks like. We'll have to do an episode down there when it's done sometime. So
yeah, that would be cool.
Well, guys, thank you so much for listening. We know your time is extremely valuable, and we appreciate what you share with us. If you want to find out more information about Northwest State, you can check out northweststate.edu or come to our lovely campus here in beautiful Archbold, Ohio. Until next time, remember, stay excellent to each other and party on, my dudes and dudettes. Peace out.